Hi, this is KryptoSeoul Erica, episode 21. Hi, it's 4 p.m. in Korea. I don't know what time it is in your zone, but I think today my voice is a little bit down. Sorry about the voice. But I mean, this week there's been a lot of interesting news. So I'd like to share a little bit and about KryptoSeoul. Just a basic introduction. I'm sure many of you know, but it's actually delivering what's happening in South Korea to the world. So any news regarding new projects, new companies, new exchanges, or anything, or new regulations, for example, it's all going to be covered in KryptoSeoul. So live and no edits. And so it's all from a very neutral perspective. And I'm trying to deliver as much news quickly and objectively as possible. So if you have any questions, you can definitely we can definitely communicate, and I can definitely take in a lot of feedback from you guys, and that'll be very helpful. Okay, is it? Yeah, I'm sure it's working now. Okay, well, the stream status is okay, so hopefully it's working well. So I don't think it's a good time for everybody. I don't know, everybody's kind of working today, but so the main news today is actually what's happening from Kakao. So there hasn't been any official news yet, but there has been rumors circulating around the Korean market that Kakao is pursuing an ICO, and it's actually been official. Well, I mean, it's not an official announcement by Kakao, but the Kakao group is pursuing an ICO. There's been a lot of articles covering it from like just today, and so it's creating its own blockchain, Kakao blockchain. It's going to do an ICO globally, so it's going to be very very new, a new approach by the Korean company, a huge Korean company. It's not actually a conglomerate. It's not as big as a conglomerate, but it's still a very influential and medium to large size company, especially in tech and mobile. So there's an app called Kakao Talk in Korea. It's being used by practically everyone. Every Korean uses Kakao Talk, and it's very prevalent among many Koreans. So yes, is this working well? Wait, hold on a second. Is this showing? I think there needs a little bit help, and I don't know if this article is working. Is it working well? This is kind of okay. Sorry. It seems to kind of okay, there we go. Oh, sorry. It's okay. So yeah, there's been a lot of technical problems. Sorry about that, but it's now it's correct. Okay, so this is an article by News Eye, and it talks about Kakao and its blockchain and how it's going to pursue its ICO abroad. And it also talks about how it has nominated Chae-sun Park as the CEO of, he's a part of Future Play. It's a startup accelerator. And so it's very specific in that an actual employee from Kakao said that through its blockchain subsidiary, it will pursue the ICO, and it will move actively into the cryptocurrency business. So it's within this month, Kakao is going to release a very official announcement regarding its business plan. So I'm looking forward to that, and I've been knowing about this for some time, but it's not been official, and it's been very confidential. But apparently there's been some news leaking out of the Korean, some Korean players, not me, but and so I was very surprised that it was released just today. And Kakao is, I mean, as I mentioned before, it's very prevalent in that through its Kakao app you can chat online for free. Also, you can buy items with its Kakao Talk characters, so it has also its content business as well, and it has Kakao navigation, the navigation app, and also Kakao Games, Kakao Stocks, Kakao Driver, everything. So it kind of, I mean, it will be very convenient. I mean, very useful to move into the blockchain business and kind of make its own Kakao coin, maybe to kind of facilitate payment in the Kakao platform. I'm not sure how it's going to do it, but I think it's going to kind of unify its ecosystem through the Kakao coin or whatever the name is. So yeah, I mean, it's very, very big news in Korea. Everyone was sharing this news through all chat rooms. And this is all Kakao chat rooms, by the way. So, I mean, all Korean community, cryptocurrency communities are all in Kakao platform. So this is also very important meaning for Kakao to pursue an ICO. So sort of like Telegram, right? So it's a little similar to what Telegram is doing. But I think Kakao is more expansive in that it has its own content and like navigation, financial business as well. So it has many, many opportunities that it can pursue with its ICO. So I think I'm looking forward to hearing from Kakao. And so there's many new exchanges. As I mentioned before, there's many exchanges appearing in the Korean scene right now and many new coins as well. And there's actually no regulatory, or evaluation agencies that can, that can evaluate these new exchanges or that can regulate it. So what the Korea Blockchain Association has mentioned is concerned about is this problem where, there's so many businesses appearing in this scene, but it is not being regulated nor being evaluated. So the investors it's being burdened on the investors because there's so many choices, but they don't know what to choose and what's safe. So according to Korea Blockchain Association, there's 14 new exchanges about to be established within this year. Very, very urgent. Very it's going to be happening very soon. So there's going to be Matchpool Korea, and there's going to Matchpool is going to have a new coin issued here. Crypto Company, Sunny7, CoinZest, Zenix. So many new exchanges that's happening right now. So this actually shows that the Korean Blockchain Association is going to do self-regulatory measures, implement those measures on these corporations. So number one, those that are already operating are Upbit, Bitthumb, Coin1, Corebit, GoPax, OKCoin Korea, CoinPlug. So all these exchanges that are already existing here, it's going to be evaluated. It's going to be investigated. Well, not legally binding, but by self-regulatory measures. So they're accepting it, and these are all the businesses that are about to be established. So Glossfer, NextCoin, WellX, Zenix, CoinZest. So all these appearing new exchanges are going to be investigated later, hopefully. So I mean, the new businesses are kind of in the gray area right now because they are not in the boundary to be territory and to be investigated nor to be evaluated. So there's no minimal standard to kind of show whether it's legitimate or not. So that's the current concern right now for the Korean Blockchain Association, and it's within this month I think it's going to the main exchanges that are already existing, they will be investigated, but the new ones that have no plan to do it. So that's a major issue for a lot of potential investors or for the KBA. So that is an issue. So that's what it's talking about in this article. And many organizations in the blockchain business are actually denying to be investigated by the self-regulatory measures because they don't want to be evaluated, or else they can't really do their business. So yeah, that's it. And so Bitthumb, Coin1, and Coin1 are having their own accounting standard. They're having their advisors to kind of set the right accounting measures. So I think they're kind of setting the ground to being the role model for the other upcoming exchanges. So within this year, Bitthumb and Coin1 and Corbit, those three main exchanges, will be kind of investigated by an outside authority. So about its accounting measures, accounting assets, profits, cash flow, everything is going to be transparent within this year. So it's going to we have to see whether what has been actually happening in these exchanges. It's been quite secretive, so we'll have to see, and I'm very curious to see what's going to happen here. And about the accounting measures, as I mentioned before, there's no standard as to, or definition as to how it's going to be, how cryptocurrencies are going to be categorized in the current accounting standards, especially the cryptocurrencies that the exchanges own, that they have in their exchanges. So there's nothing right now. So exchanges may have been kind of taking advantage of it sometimes. Hopefully within this year, there's going to be some direction or measures that can be a standard for the upcoming exchanges or existing exchanges. So that's the main issue at hand. And Upbit, well, there's many questions about how the new listings are happening. So people question what the standard actually is for the new listings for exchanges. For example, Upbit or the CoinNest or all these exchanges. People wonder what the selection standard is, and I don't even know. But they may have their internal standard. But it's not. It can be a problem, but it's not actually a problem of the whole industry. It's actually a problem of, it's an issue that the exchanges they have, but people seem to be very concerned about it. And yeah, this is just, I think this is a viewpoint from the consumers. But again, the self-regulatory measures or actually internal standards, there's not a single common standard for choosing what coins to list, and there's no consensus among exchanges, so that is an issue as well. So I'm talking about exchanges all the time, but this is there's so many problems associated with exchanges, and the market does not circulate without the exchanges. So this is a major player that has to set a really good standard and role. Has to be a role model actually. So there's those are the potential issues and the existing issues. And as I think I mentioned this article before, but I think this is becoming more clear. So WeMakePrice, this is WeMef in Korea, but it's called WeMakePrice. It's actually a social commerce business, very popular in Korea, and it has been cooperating with Bitthumb in developing a cryptocurrency payment system. And this is a really big approach, as it's been announced, I think, a month ago and 2 months ago, and I've covered this article. And also similar competitor, Ticketmonster, is pursuing a similar strategy. And Ticketmonster is very huge. It's very huge in Korea, next to WeMakePrice. And I think this, making price payments available in cryptocurrency is very natural to have, and it's a good move. And actually in the US, eBay is preparing for also in cryptocurrency payment systems. So I think this is very natural to have. And and I think it's being very, these businesses are becoming very futuristic and trying to be more accommodative to the current trend. So that's a good move to have. And actually, this is a very short news for today, but that's all I have for today. I think the Kakao, that news was so big in Korea, and the government regulatory wise, there's no big news as of today. I haven't seen any big news. I think the market is pretty quiet. It's been quiet for some time. It's still being trying to be stabilized, and the whole dynamics is changing. I think this year is going to be the year of reverse ICOs, including Kakao. So Hopefully I'll be releasing more news on reverse ICOs and potential projects that are coming out. It's slowly coming out of the surface. And actually next time, on Friday, hopefully I'll have the marketing director from Tink. Tink is actually a project that is a dApp service on the Icon chain. So it made a presentation during the Icon Summit in January. Was it February? March? Yeah, February. Yeah, and so the guy is going to come to my show and kind of giving a quick introduction of what Tink is and how it's going to collaborate with Icon. So those of you who are curious about Icon dApps, the projects that are going on top of Icon, you can definitely check out next time. It's going to be on Friday in Korea time, Friday afternoon, about the same time now. So hopefully you can enjoy the show, and yeah, it'll be very fun. I think it'll be very interesting. And it's about social identity, so like kind of like LinkedIn, on the top of blockchain. So I think it'll be very interesting to see what the Tink is all about and how it's going to be on top of Icon. So yeah, that'll be the news for next time. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you not this week, on Friday. Okay, thank you.